Let me guess, if you're watching this video right now, then I'm assuming that someone has come in, you've had a job that recently came up, someone came in and little fucking Jimmy has came in and said, I can do it cheaper and has undercut you by 50%, and now you're like, fuck this, how can I stop this from happening? So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you can stand out from cheap competitors because they are a pain in the ass and you don't want to be fighting that game. If you don't know who I am, my name is Nicholas Alexiou. I drive efficient revenue through high LTV customer acquisition, a consistent month-to-month growth for service-based businesses. So whether you are a concreter, clinic, mortgage broker, real estate, whatever industry you're in, we take care of. So other than that, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into it. So every service business hits this problem. You do quality work, but there's always someone willing to do it cheaper, okay? So let me get this pen out for a second. Someone like this comes in, like a little Jimmy, whatever you want to call him, comes in and goes, yo, I can do it by 50% cheaper, and they end up taking the job. Whatever, even if you're clinic, end up taking your clients, okay? Now, if you play that game, you lose, because if you say, I can do it cheaper, they'll go, I can do it cheaper, and it's always a race to the bottom, and the biggest winner is the biggest loser. So competing on price is going to destroy your margins, it's going to burn you out, you're going to start to resent people because you're so cheap. It makes you look the same as everyone else. So the only way to win better clients is to position yourself differently. And that comes down to your offer, okay, which we're going to break down in a second. And there's 3 core strategies to differentiating and improving your offer. Okay, the first one being sell outcomes and not services. This is something I always see. For some reason, people obsess over the service. And I'll ask clients, what's your differentiator? And they'll say to me, they'll say, oh, well, we have been in business for 30 years and it's our attention to detail. I'm like, okay, but I've spoken to 30 different companies and they said the exact same thing. So how can that be a differentiator if everyone does it? It's just not a differentiator. Everyone has attention to detail. Everyone does a good job. Like everyone's got exceptional, like it's not a differentiator. So thing here to say is like cheap competitors sell a service. Okay, so this little Jimmy guy up here, whatever he is, where's Jimmy? This guy up here, he's saying, let's say you're a concreter, okay? He's saying to homeowners, oh, I can give you the best concrete, driveway, or even a skincare clinic. I can give you the best facials, and we're only $20 a square meter, and we're gonna do the driveway good and quick, and that's it. All they're doing is saying, we do concrete resurfacing. We'll give you the best resurfacing or the best exposed aggregate in the world. Or like for clinics, we'll give you the best facials in the world, okay? Now, you guys need to realize that in order to differentiate from that, you need to sell a result and sell an outcome, okay? So sell a transformation, and I'll show you an example in a second. But a concreter isn't just laying concrete. You're giving homeowners a driveway that adds value to their home. A clinic isn't just offering treatments. You're giving confidence. That is your outcome and peace of mind. Shift from what it costs to what it's worth. So I'll give you an example from a clinic, okay? So here's offer 1, which is what most clinics tend to do, or even any service-based industry or company, is a free consultation. Now, the problem with a free consultation is that it's vague and every clinic offers a consult plus treatment plan. No specific skin issue addressed, okay? Is it acne? Is it hyperpigmentation? Is it scarring? And there lacks urgency or reason to act now. There's no clear transformation or proof of results, okay? And there's no visual proof or emotional hook to anchor the value. So let's break down what the solution would look like. So to increase conversions, because again, like we've done this for one of our clients, so this is why I'm telling you guys to do this, but become hyper-specific to desired outcomes. Now, show proof of transformations. You wouldn't do this for a clinic because you'll get fucking banned if you show before and afters. But if you're a concreter or any service-based business that like can do before and afters, that's what I do. Testimonial with real stories or video testimonials on that landing page. Create urgency with scarcity or timing. People think that urgency just doesn't work anymore. It still works, but you just have to be very, very specific and be legit. Like most companies would be like, offer ends, or like there's only 2 appointments available. And it's like, it's fucking full of shit. Like everyone can tell. It just that's what stuffs up the urgency. De-risk the decision. Free bonuses, guarantee, or money back, whatever you decide to do. I don't really like money back guarantees, to be honest. To me, it's just Hormozy has just smashed it too much, and people were just giving the worst guarantees that never end up being taken anyway because of fine print. And then elevate the perceived value beyond a consultation. So that's offer one. Now I'll show you what our offer B looks like, because this is what most clinics do. This was the reframe for clients. So elevate the perceived value beyond just a normal consultation. So reframed offer from consult to transformation preview. Okay, our new hero offer was the skin reset diagnostic, $49 for a 45 one-on-one deep skin blueprint session, which was normally $149. So we've already anchored the value, okay, and it sounds much better than a consult. Now, this was the subheadline: discover the exact cause of your skin issues and receive a personalized game plan built by Australia's leading skin experts, so you never waste money on generic facials again. Wow, what an offer compared to just a consultation. What's included? Full diagnostic plus advanced skin imaging, one-on-one expert session with the clinical skin therapist, custom protocol, which is like either in-home, at home or in clinic, $49 credit toward any treatment plan, and bonus, which is an instant download of the glowing skin protocol, which is diet plus routine optimization guide, which they can download. Compare this to just a consultation. Like they know exactly what they're getting, okay? So this is why conversions are much higher for our clinic compared to any other clinics, because this offer is one of one. No other clinic is doing this, and it's selling a transformation. We want to show them the exact cause of their skin issues and then build them out a plan to get to their transformation, which is their goal. It's not just have one facial and come in for a facial and that's it. Like, this is building an offer. This is what an offer looks like. Like, this is what the best companies do. They have a very, very clear one-of-one offer. And most people tend to neglect this. Why? Because it takes effort and time, and no one wants to put the effort in to build this. Okay? No one wants to do this. No one wants to put in time when they can just do a consultation and compete with competitors. So a big thing there is just reframing your offer. So you're not selling a service, you're selling a transformation. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you are a concreter, because I was saying this before, you're not selling concrete resurfacing. You're selling a clean, luxury driveway that's going to add value to their home. If they say, oh, well, this guy can do it cheaper. Okay, but I'm going to get you the best driveway possible. You know, you're going to build equity in your home. You're going to add $20,000 in equity if we do this correctly. You're going to spend $10,000 to make $20,000 in your home. Do you want to do that? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. These guys are the machine. Yep, I'm going with him. Compared to, let me do your resurfacing. Okay? Sell transformations and not services. Most important thing. Now, number 2 is become the authority in your market. Okay? The reason why this is important more than ever now is because there is so much skepticism online. Every single person has been burnt off before. Okay? Everyone has been burnt off. Okay? So there is a reason why you need to become the authority, and by becoming the authority, I mean that so we'll get to that in a second actually, but people pay more to the businesses they trust the most. So there's 3 factors that someone's going to buy from you: if they know you, like you, and trust you. Okay? That's why Google reviews or Trustpilot reviews, before and afters and case studies, and a strong online presence are so powerful. Okay? So this is a big thing. Clients don't want to be, like, we've had situations where clients don't want to be founder driven. And I say, look, that's okay, but you're not going to be able to become the authority in your market. So you're going to be competing on price a lot. So in conjunction with running ads, you should be putting your face on the ads first of all. And second of all, you should be posting organic content and giving value, tips, education. Like, that is how you become the authority. You become the authority by showing people that you can actually help them. So if you're everywhere with proof of results, cheap competitors look invisible next to you. Okay, if you've got content everywhere, you're giving value, you've shown the proof of your results, and a customer comes in and goes, look, I can go with this guy who's gonna guaranteed get me results because he's put his face on the brand and he's got all these results, and then another guy who's cheap, doing it for $1,000 or two times less the price, but he's got no reviews, no face on camera, doesn't have a brand, and I don't know if I can trust him. Like, I don't know if he's going to get me the result. Like, the perceived likelihood of achievement is very, very low for this guy compared to this guy. So the second thing you want to do is become an authority in your market. Okay, become the authority. All right, post the content. If you say you don't want to be you don't want to be founder driven, then go compete with fucking Jimmy. Go compete with Jimmy with this guy. All right. Now, number 3 is build a predictable client getting system. Now, this is a bit of like psychological play, but when you've got a system bringing in inquiries every week or leads every week. It depends on what company you're doing. You can pick and choose clients. You don't need to fight for scraps or say yes to bad jobs, okay? Sometimes you're just going to get bad people who don't want to spend money, okay? You have to be like, what's that book called? The Art of the Deal. I think it was by Trump. Always be willing to walk away. If you have, like, this is psychology here. If you're in so much demand, right, and you say, look, I don't need your money to clients, they start to respect your value, okay, and they'll pay your price. But the thing is that if you have no jobs and you say this, they're gonna be like, you need it more than them. But if you've got a predictable client getting system, you're willing to walk away from jobs. You just can walk away from jobs. You don't need the job, and that's what actually increases your value, because clients will start to respect you. And like, oh, this guy's charging this much, he must be like the best. Everyone must go to him if he's charging this much. Like, there must be a big difference between him and another competitor. Perceived value goes up, and that's how you increase your prices. So again, this is a bit psychological, but it's just based on supply and demand. You know, supply and demand graph. If you have demand up here, and your demand is this line, and supply. Don't worry about this. Actually, don't worry about that. That's just going into economics. Don't worry about that. But big point I'm trying to make there is that if you have consistent leads coming in and jobs, you can charge higher prices because you're so busy, and you can only work with so many people as a service-based company. Okay, so those are the three main levers to increasing your prices and to differentiate from cheap competitors like Jimmy. All right. Any questions, guys, let me know in the comments. If you want us to implement a client acquisition system for you guys, go to the description, click the link, and book a growth audit call with our team. Any other questions, guys, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.